Our top story now is the situation in Manipur. Violence is being brought under control because of the incessant efforts of the army as well as additional troops that were rushed in by the centre to Manipur. And now today, the Chief Minister of Manipur has said that the death toll has crossed 60. In fact, it stands at 60 right now, and over 200 people, nearly 230 people were reportedly injured. Now remember, this is the first time since the violence actually broke out that the death toll has come to the fore. The other important thing right now is that people in relief camps are now being taken back home. Remember, thousands of families were displaced, their homes were vandalized, torched, and there you can see images of people coping up with the fallout of the violence in those relief camps. And now people are being taken back to their homes. In fact, nearly 500 people have been taken back to Churachandpur, which was really the epicenter of the violence, one of the most vulnerable areas. And today, the Chief Minister said that now efforts are being made to take the situation back to normalcy. Let's listen in to what Biren Singh had to say.
This is very, very unfortunate incident, I should say. And I appeal to the people of the state of Manipur to come, and we should together try to bring peace in the state at the earliest possible. The state government has initiated many steps to bring back the stranded people from different parts of the state.
Now, our colleague Ratnadeep Chaudhary has been reporting on the humanitarian crisis that is now unfolding post the violence in Manipur. Take a look at this ground report.
We need protection from you, God. You are only our hope.
38-year-old Chinyo Haukip sits at a relief shelter in an Assam Rifles camp in Imphal. Holding her 4-year-old daughter, the expectant mother prays for peace.
We will pray and then we say, God, please help us.
Her house is in Kangpopki.
Look at me. I'm 8 months pregnant. Next month I'll be delivering. Okay. And then it's been so many years, more than 25 years I was outside of Manipur. We just came in the year 2020. And then we started building a house. With our own money, we started building a house, and then last year we complete. Not even 1 year. You know, like for us, building a house in 20-30 lakhs is big amount. So, not even a year we stay. I have one boy and one girl. They are just below 5 age. And then they just burned down our house.
This mother-daughter duo are amongst hundreds in Manipur rescued by Indian Army. People from both sides of the recent clashes are in relief camps. In Moirang of Bishnupur district, bordering perhaps the worst hit Churachandpur district, there are as many as 19 relief camps with about 3,000 people.
मेरा घर सब लोग टूट गया, आग चला गया. हम हिंदी तो ज़्यादा नहीं है.
आपका घर तोड़ा गया, आग लगा.
सब आग चला गया. उसके बाद बच्चा लोग, फैमिली, सब बस्ती का आदमी लोग बहुत सुसानपुर में. वो अभी तक नहीं सो रहा है.
वहाँ पे ही है एक तो.
यहाँ पे नहीं है, अभी सुसानपुर है.
अभी भी चुराचंदपुर में आपका फैमिली के लोग हैं.
फैमिली सब है.
Family is actually getting divided in this conflict that Manipur has seen in the past couple of days, and you can see the volunteers here serving them food. This is a very a crisis which is not only where the law and order situation has taken a hit, but it is an humanitarian crisis.
We had a lot of women and very small children, old people. Young people trickled in later, but initially we had a lot of women, a lot of children, 2-3 pregnant women. So in this hospital we've had 2 deliveries yesterday night, and we have been providing food to almost 2,000 people around the clock.
The mother of this newborn is relieved that she made it to this camp and medical care.
हम तो बहुत खुश है सर, बहुत हैप्पी है. जंगल में होता तो क्या करेगा ना, इस हालत में मुश्किल हो जाएगा. इसलिए शायद आर्मी लोग ने हम बस्ती पर लेने आया था ना जंगल में.
In relief camps, space is cramped, privacy minimal. On the one side, you have ailing elders. Next to them, a mother feeding her child. This morning, curfew was relaxed in troubled areas for around 3 hours. At the famous Ima Kethil, one of Asia's biggest all-women's market, the vendors have been badly hit.
Dukan jira huji pung ni pa ba hang doi ne adagi di hen hang aroi ngak tang khang ni pham mi ji si ju la lagta ngak lai la loi chen gra ni
दुकान बंद था तो प्रॉब्लम भी हुआ बहुत
वो भी अखोय या वारे नो मगे जरा तान मने वारे di kaino tau gare ba.
Women and their children and families are hoping for peace to return completely. With BM Sunzu and Ratnadeep Chaudhary in Manipur, Gauri Datta Gupta, NDTV.
And the fallout of the violence, stories of families torn apart and homes burnt down. But the other big focus is the political battleground of Karnataka, where the high-stakes, high-voltage campaign has finally come to an end today. Of course, it's been, weeks of heavy campaigning, both by the BJP and the Congress. In fact, the Prime Minister himself held many road shows, public meetings and rallies. In fact, it was a hectic weekend for the Prime Minister himself. But what is the latest flashpoint between the Congress and the BJP? Now, the Election Commission has asked Congress Chief Mallikarjun Kharge to clarify a tweet on his predecessor and former Congress President Sonia Gandhi's sovereignty remarks in Karnataka following the BJP's complaints that this amounts to secession, or a suggestion of secession at least. So now what did the Congress President actually say? She said that the Congress will not allow anyone to pose threat to Karnataka's reputation, sovereignty or integrity. Now this is what the tweet was, and the BJP picked up on it and they started attacking it, said that this amounts to a suggestion of secession and that the Congress is trying to advocate for a separate Karnataka from India. Now this is something that has been a flashpoint today between the Congress and the BJP filed a complaint with the Election Commission demanding action against Sonia Gandhi. But of course now the high-stakes campaign has come to an end. Both parties, in fact, all the three parties in the fray, the Congress, the BJP and the JDS, have been trying to reach out to various castes, trying to balance that caste arithmetic. So what really happened on the last day of the high-stakes campaigning? Take a look.
कांग्रेस ने जब भी मोदी जी के खिलाफ इस तरह की विषैली भाषा का उपयोग किया है, उनको मुंह की खानी पड़ी है.
Government has made itself known only by the epithet 40% Sarkara. That is not something a government should be known for.
Because of Modi ji and because of Bommai ji and because of me, all Lingayat community leaders are going to support, voters also with us, and 101% they will support BJP.
Moving now to news from Punjab, another minor blast, the second within 30 hours, was reported on a heritage street near the Golden Temple in Amritsar. This was around 6 a.m. Today. No casualties were reported, but a person was injured. Now remember, the last blast took place just less than 2 days back, and now what the police have said is that they're not ruling out a terror angle as far as this particular blast is concerned. In fact, as far as the twin blasts are concerned, given that the second blast also happened near the same spot but on the opposite side. Now the police have cordoned off the area and the investigation is currently underway, and the big takeaway is that the police are not ruling out the terror angle, and they are, of course, forensically, scientifically trying to assess the situation. The investigation is underway. 2 people have been injured as far as this particular incident is concerned, the twin blasts are concerned. However, no casualties have been reported, and after visiting the site where the blasts occurred on Saturday and today, this is what the DGP had to say.
अमृतसर ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਦੋ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲੋ ਇੰਟੈਂਸਿਟੀ ਐਕਸਪਲੋਜ਼ਨਸ ਹੋਏ ਹੈਗੇ, ਇੱਕ ਸੈਟਰਡੇ ਰਾਤੀ 11:30 ਦੇ ਕਰੀਬ, ਇੱਕ ਅੱਜ ਸੋਮਵਾਰ ਸਵੇਰੇ 6:15 ਵਜੇ, ਤੇ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਪ੍ਰੀਲਿਮਿਨਰੀ ਇੰਟਰੋਗੇਸ਼ਨ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇਨਵੈਸਟੀਗੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਆਇਆ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਲੋ ਇੰਟੈਂਸਿਟੀ ਐਕਸਪਲੋਜ਼ਨਸ ਸੀਗੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਰੀਟੇਜ ਸਟੇਜ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੜੇ ਹੈਰੀਟੇਜ ਸਟਰੀਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਥੇ ਲੋ ਇੰਟੈਂਸਿਟੀ ਐਕਸਪਲੋਜ਼ਨਸ ਹੋਏ ਹੈਗੇ। ਸੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਦੀ ਸਾਇੰਟੀਫਿਕਲੀ ਇਨਵੈਸਟੀਗੇਸ਼ਨ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਸਾਡੀ ਫੋਰੈਂਸਿਕ ਟੀਮ ਇੱਥੇ ਮੌਕੇ ਤੇ ਹੈਗੀ ਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਟ੍ਰਿਗਰਿੰਗ ਮੈਕੈਨਿਜ਼ਮ ਜਾਂ ਡੈਟੋਨੇਟਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਹੈਗਾ।
In other news now, an Indian Air Force Mig21 fighter jet crashed into a home in Rajasthan's Hanumangarh today. Now, this killed 3 civilians. Though the pilot of the fighter jet was safe. The aircraft had taken off from the Suratgarh air base, a crucial air base given the fact that Hanumangarh is, remember, a border area. It borders Punjab and Rajasthan, and it crashed in Hanumangarh. Now remember, in Rajasthan's Barmer recently another MiG-21 had crashed. So of course larger questions on the safety of this fighter jet continue to be raised. But here's a report on what happened today.
Rati Ram's house in Rajasthan's Hanumangarh razed to the ground. A MiG-21 that fell on his hut and exploded left 3 women dead. The pilot appears to have maneuvered the plane away from the village, crashing instead in an agricultural field some distance away from the main village of Bahlol Nagar. Locals who saw the pilot eject to safety via a parachute rushed to the house reduced to rubble before the police and fire brigade came. They also assisted the pilot, who managed to eject safely from the MiG that was on a routine sortie from Suratgarh Air Base in Rajasthan.
मौका का सजी विमान गिरो तो ठे कोई नहीं गिरते पानी जिया ब्लास्ट होयो बिंग टाइम मौका गड़ पुगे सारा गांव पुगे ठे लाश काडी जेसीबी वगैरह पुलिस वगैरह प्रशासन वगैरह वो तो थोड़ो लेट साजना टाइम लगे आयो भी पहला सजी लाश काट चुके गांव का सारा लगे फिर सर्च करी जेसीबी में आगे गांव का तो भी मैं लाश वगैरह बाद में को निकली गई।
The Indian Air Force in a statement said the pilot experienced an on-board emergency following which he attempted to recover the aircraft as per existing procedures. Having failed to do so, he initiated an ejection. The Indian Air Force said a probe has been ordered to ascertain the cause of the crash.
सुरतगढ़ एयरफोर्स से एक विमान MiG-21 गिरा जिसमें एक पायलट था। पायलट सुरक्षित है और जो प्लान है वो एक घर के आसपास गिरा तो उससे जो है 3 महिलाओं की डेथ हुई है और 3 घायल हुए। 3 परिवारों की अलग अलग 3 महिलाओं की डेथ हुई है तो तीनों को 5-5 लाख रुपए राज्य सरकार की मुख्यमंत्री चिरंजीवी स्वास्थ्य बीमा योजना के तहत प्राप्त हुए। 3 मकान हैं जिनमें से 2 मकानों के टूटने की और उसको क्षति पहुंचने की सूचना है।
The MiG has unfortunately had a dismal safety record. Over 400 of the 872 MiGs inducted since the 1960s have been lost in accidents since 1971. Over 200 pilots have been killed and 50 civilians on the ground have lost their lives. 2 women died on the spot while the third died in hospital. They are from different families and not related to each other but were at the hut of Bansho Kaur when the crash took place. In Jaipur, Harsha Kumari Singh, NDTV.
Tragic news there. 3 people died in that aircraft crash. Time for us to slip into a short break. News and updates continue on the other side. Welcome back. In some tragic news, a young woman from Hyderabad working in Dallas is among the 9 people shot dead by a gunman in Texas. Now, she was shopping with a friend at a mall when the shooter opened fire. Her family says her mortal remains will be brought back home soon. So there you can see that young woman, all of 27, killed in this tragic incident. And of course, a spate of such incidents being reported in the US, and US President Joe Biden himself said that this needs to stop. It's not just in malls, but also similar incidents of shooting being reported from schools as well. And very tragically, a young woman, all of 27, has been killed in this shooting. And now our special report. The OnDC, or the Open Network for Digital Commerce, which aims to revolutionize e-commerce, is going viral on the internet. Of course, the internet is buzzing with screenshots of consumers showing their OnDC food orders and how they cost cheaper than Swiggy and Zomato. Here's a look at what really is the potential of this government-backed platform that seeks to take on Swiggy and Zomato. So well, it's now time to order some food, and let's see what this whole buzz on the internet is about, the OnDC app. Now, the internet is buzzing with screenshots of orders by consumers saying that their food costs significantly cheaper on the ONDC apps. So all you need to do is to go on one of the apps it has partnered with. So Paytm is one of those apps. Okay, so let's try pizza, the most basic thing. Here we have Pizza Hut. So let's try and order something from here. So it's costing us a 213 rupees app. Now let's try and order the same thing on Swiggy. Here it's costing us 169. Now that's because of the discounts that ONDC is giving. And here you can see it's costing us 249. How does ONDC actually work? How it seeks to change the nation's food ordering scene? Let's have a look. ONDC, or the Open Network for Digital Commerce, aims to be a one-stop solution to all shopping needs. It is being seen as one of Government of India's most ambitious initiatives. ONDC aims to do to online shopping exactly what UPI did to online payments. The platform seeks to enable consumers to order goods online from multiple sellers across apps. The idea is to bring consumers directly in contact with end sellers, aiming to do away with aggregators. But the biggest game changer could be what the platform could do to the country's food ordering scene. The internet is buzzing with screenshots of ONDC orders shared by consumers online, showing how the same product costs significantly cheaper on ONDC when compared to Swiggy and Zomato. So it was approximately 15 minutes back that we placed our order through the Paytm app and our pizza has arrived. If I can just show you that here we have the pizza from Pizza Hut, and this is the bill, and it clearly says that the pizza cost us less than what it cost us on Swiggy. So here is my Swiggy order. It took approximately 40 minutes. The same outlet, we placed an order on both the ONDC as well as Swiggy, and here's the bill, and it cost me 266 rupees for the same pizza. But how is ONDC giving a better deal? While delivery giants like Swiggy and Zomato charge a 25 to 30% commission from restaurants on every order, ONDC charges a 2 to 4% commission. It also has many discounts for initial users. Many, however, believe that the government-backed platform needs to address some concerns, including limited competitiveness of new sellers. The excessive power of the platform means that those sellers who want to be on multiple platforms could face difficulty. Delivery giants say that it is not really a level playing field. The big question, can ONDC take on Swiggy and Zomato and other aggregators to revolutionize e-commerce in India? So well, my pizza is finally here, both from the Swiggy app as well as the ONDC app, and my experience has been that while I could not track the delivery executive on the ONDC app, something that I could do on Swiggy and Zomato, the fact is that the delivery executive from the ONDC app, he came earlier. Now, ONDC does not have its own delivery partners. It ties up with various partners like Dunzo, etc., and uses them to deliver food. So that advantage ONDC does have, and of course it's much cheaper, of course, because ONDC is currently giving discounts to new users and also charging less commission. Alright, so the rest of the slice is waiting for me, but let's take a look at some other news. It's holiday season and airfares are skyrocketing. People are postponing their plans, and what is particularly concerning is that students are facing visa delays. Here's a special report on airfares and what's causing much concern amid the holiday season.
Have your summer plans for that long-awaited holiday to Europe or Southeast Asia gone for a toss due to rising airfares? What about the students who are heading out for higher studies?
So what happened was, in January intake, the airfare price, it was around, I guess, 1,20,000 for my economy class, and that was like major drawback for me at that time. Because then again, obviously I'm having a student education loan, and then again I'll have to spend 120 on airfare ticket. So that is too much for me. I'm a middle class person, so I know how it is.
Let's take a look at how year-on-year rising airfares are burning a hole in your pocket. That romantic jaunt around Paris or a visit to Colosseums will have to wait as round-trip airfares from India to Europe to cities like Rome and Paris have increased by a whooping 60 to 70%. That Dubai bling is also going to cost much more, as Middle East routes like New Delhi and Bangalore to Dubai have also seen a 40 to 50% increase. If you are a last-minute traveler, you are in trouble. But if you plan ahead, bookings made 30 days in advance for popular international destinations are cheaper. One-way flight from Delhi to Paris for a booking made 30 days in advance is rupees 31,187, and for a flight from Mumbai to London costs around 38,800 rupees.
On the international, there are pockets where we are seeing higher airfares by around 20-25% year on year due to the higher demand on those sectors. And this is especially true for the European side. And airfares are all about demand and supply, right? Supply has not really increased with the demand that is now being seen from the Indian side, and hence the higher airfares.
A double whammy for some, especially the students, with the delay in visa applications for most of the popular destinations.
I applied for my visa in February. 14th of February, I applied for my first visa, and they said 16 to 24 days it takes for it to be processed. And I guess the 20th day I got my rejection. And the reason that they gave me was a temporary stay. Or I guess this reason has been banned a year ago or some months ago. And I guess I was not really satisfied with the decision they took for me. It affects a lot of plans. I am eagerly waiting for my studies to start.
Don't fret. While Europe may feel like a distant and expensive dream, destinations like Cambodia, Thailand and Vietnam are an attractive option for an Indian travelers who are seeking affordable yet exotic vacations.
So choose your destinations wisely amid the holiday season. That's all the news on this bulletin. Keep watching NDTV. Goodbye.